What's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. Today is Tuesday, February 20th, 2024, and this is how we traded SPY today. You know, even before I start the video, I wanted to say, hey, it's Monday, but you know what? It's not Monday. Market was closed yesterday. Hope everybody had a good day off from the market. So let's get on with it. First thing we do is we look for pre-market high. We had kind of one of these rogue candles. Pre-market high looking at about 499.52 up here. So we're looking at pre-market high. We're also looking at pre-market low, so 499 or 496.99. So I'm thinking, okay, we've got a lot of room. We got $2.50 worth of room from the bottom to the top. So we're thinking, you know what? It could be a decent day. You never know what's going to happen in the market. Now, pre-market, we were trending down. We had a nice trend back to the downside in pre-market. So we're thinking our call is in play. I don't know. If we get a nice strong signal out of the gate, we will at least look at calls. But again, we have pre-market high. We've got pre-market low. I'm also looking at some 30-minute zones down low. Okay, so I've got this 495.34 down low. I've got 495.95. I've got a 5-minute 496.40, which is an intraday double top, and we will talk about that once we get to it. Also, 15-minute pre-market support. So I had all this support in here at pre-market. So pre-market for support. Also got this 15-minute pre-market double top. So let's see how important these things are throughout the trading day. Let's get into the trading day. First thing right out of the gate, what does it do? It pushes up, it pushes up, it pushes up. We get a nice cross to the upside right in here. But I'm thinking, you know what? We're still trending down in pre-market. Let's see if we can take something to the downside. I didn't take either one of these first couple of candles, but guess what we had right here, 9:36. So 6 minutes into the trading day, we had the famous death cross to the downside. So the death cross is you cross the 9, the 20, the VWAP, and the POC all on the same candle. Now, if you think back to a couple of weeks ago, I took one of those plays. It didn't work out. A couple of days, it did work out. So again, if you're trending down in pre-market, you get a death cross to the downside, you take it. If you're trending up in pre-market, you get a golden cross, which is a close. You open below the 9, so you close above the 9, the 20, the VWAP, and POC. You take that back to the upside. So since we were trending down, I took it to the downside. This was a nice kind of a long hold, from 9:36 down to 10:13. So we had 40-minute hold, something like that, somewhere right around in there. Now the question becomes, okay, I got this cross to the upside. Why did I not close it in here? Well, because I was looking at pre-market low. I was looking for pre-market low as rejection. You're thinking, well, you hit this first. Well, it wasn't a double bottom then. I was looking for this level down here. So this 495.95, that was my target. Now, I didn't trade yesterday, but what I did for about 3 hours yesterday, I watched futures. So I drew some lines on my chart Sunday night futures while they were trading, and watched for about 3 hours yesterday morning. And it was really, really interesting how price moved. And it moves like that every day. But it's interesting when you are not looking for a trade or when you're not in a trade, how kind of free and easy you are when you're watching that price action. You just kind of sit back, relax, and see what happens. You shoot for your targets. Now, remember, folks, your 30-minute double tops and double bottoms, generally speaking, are going to be your strongest areas of support and resistance. So you can assume on a 30-minute double bottom that you have a nice demand zone sitting down there. And these demand zones down at these levels, so this 495.95 and this 495.34, those were from last Wednesday. So those were a few trading days ago. But at any rate, took this one. It's a really, really, really nice trade to the downside. Picked up, a couple bucks out of this trade, somewhere right around in there. At that point, you're thinking, you could call it a day. You're 45 minutes into the trading day, and you can be done for the day. Was that done for the day? No. I thought, you know what? Let's see if we can pick something up back to the upside. So we had this cross to the upside. We did not get confirmed into this trade right here at right around 10 o'clock. Had we gotten across to the upside and closed above this 496.99, again, pre-market low, that would have taken me out of the trade. It still would have been a good trade. Not a great trade, but a good trade. It would have been nice. Okay, so we got this cross to the downside. took my trade out here at my target. So this was absolutely my target, 495.95. I was thinking, you know what? Maybe get a little bit more juice out of this squeeze, take it down to 495.34. But at that point, I was in the trade for, I don't know, 40, 45 minutes, somewhere right around in there. And it was a decent trade, took it off the table. Kind of a good thing I took it off the table. We didn't test that level. We did test this level multiple times. So we had this little cross to the upside. Bounced around on this level again. So at this 495.95, again, we found really, really, really good support at this level. And what did it do? Had a nice little run to the upside. Very, very nice. Took out a couple of different levels, 496.43. And again, pre-market low. And you're thinking at this point, do you want to chase this play because it ran? You know, you got that breach and hold over that pre-market high or the pre-market low. The answer is unequivocally no, you do not want to chase trades. You always want to do your best to not try to jump on that bus or that moving train while it is already going. And if it's going fast, you definitely don't want to jump on that train. So wait for your edge to present itself. Once your edge presents itself, you put on the play without fear, without hesitation. Okay, so play there. Now I took this super, super quick scalp down in here. A little while later, had a cross to the downside, another cross to the downside. Took it, super, super scalp. Oh, there we go. We got these levels down here. Guess what? Another really, really nice play to the downside. We finally did. We breached this play right here. I was in this play and I was thinking, okay, this play, and I even told that to the group. I said, this play in here reminds me a little bit of this play in here. So I had a level right up here, 57. So 496.57. I said, if we close and hold above that 496.57, I will absolutely take myself out of the play. We wicked to it, but what was so important about that level? I'm kind of looking at this level, and I think we might have had a 5-minute double top at this or double top up here, up 496.57. So I was able to hold on to the trade. Was in this trade for quite a long time. Let me see, 31 to 29 minutes, almost a 30-minute trade. Nice play to downside. So I'm thinking, you know what? It's been a really, really good day at this point. Now the question is, why did I take this play right in here? Well, number one, because we failed to breach this level, this 496. Again, pre-market low. It becomes very, very important at all times during the day. We tested this level, got this double cross, and a breach of VWAP back to the downside. Pretty decent candle. So 48 to 84, you got a 36-cent candle. I mean, that's a fairly decent sized candle. The question is, where are you going to get out if it breaches to the upside and moves against you? Well, any breach back above the VWAP, that takes you out of this play. So at any rate, took this play back to the downside. Again, it was a kind of a, not necessarily, it wasn't a tough hold, but there were some times where I was thinking, you know what, this thing could possibly move on up and turn a small win, actually a loss in this area, because theta is eating you up. And anytime a play goes against you, and theta, the time decay of money, you're going to be on the wrong side of it. But again, we got really, really fortunate on this trade. Took out this level down here. Now, remember, folks, we're shooting for levels. So once we hit this level down here, so this 495.95, I'm thinking, okay, if we can just make it a little bit lower, but we're going to use this level right here as resistance. So we didn't close back above this level. So we rely on the 9 and then follow it down and hit our next level. We got that next level. And again, it was a really, really nice play to the downside. Didn't take any more back to the downside until I got to this level down here. And I'm thinking, you know what? Kind of the same type deal. Jumped the play just a little bit. It was kind of an aggressive move. But again, I had this that I was looking for. I breached this level for 95.34. So I'm thinking, you know what? We're going to take out this 84 level down below. And this 84 level was not on my screen earlier. This was a series of double bottoms. So 5-minute double bottoms in this area right here. Didn't take the trade off the table here. Could have. It would have been a really, really nice trade, but I was looking for this 84. Again, kind of a goof on my part. But nevertheless, took the trade off the table, lost money on this trade. So we take the wins as they come. We take the losses. Any trader that tells you they don't have losses, they're not being honest with you. So Loss. We bounced around the rest of the day. We're 4 hours into the trading day at this point. So we got what? Couple hours left to go. Just kind of bounced around. This was a chop zone, folks. This area in here. So we had a cross to the upside, cross to the downside, cross to the upside, just kind of bouncing around. And then we went out and took out this 5-minute double top that we had established earlier in the trading day. Remember this level, this 496.40. This is a critical level, very, very critical level. So I'm thinking, at this point, are we going to push into close? Or we're going to go up into close? Now, at this point, so I got the POC sitting right here, right now. The POC wasn't anywhere close to this. It was down low. I think it was at 35. So 495.35 right in this level, somewhere right around in here. So I'm thinking, what's it going to do? What's it going to do? Kept on pushing up, just kind of bouncing around. This is super, super late in the day, folks. This trade is super, super late in the day with 28 minutes left to go in the trading day. And again, I was calling out this level. I said, folks, I'll just show you. I'll show you on the 5-minute. So here's the 5-minute. This is what I was looking at on the 5-minute. So look at all of this support on the 5-minute. So we had support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 candles. So we had 40 minutes worth of support that we had to breach back to the downside. So even taking a play directly at that, 496.40, it could have easily gone the other way. But once we breached VWAP to the downside, I said, you know what? I'm going to mark it into this trade, and whatever happens, happens. My stop would have been a close back above VWAP. But look at this volume. We had a tremendous amount of volume that poured in on this candle. 373,000 shares. You can see that volume right over here. So when I go to this candle right here, 373,000 shares. Caught this breach to the downside. I think I was in this trade for less than a minute. And percentage-wise, it was a huge trade. It's 240% trade in 1 minute. So that's the power of these really, really late day plays when you can catch SPX really, really late in the days. You can get some really, really nice results out of that. But anyway, we had some chop zones in here during the day, folks. Chop in here. Had a good buddy of mine who was actually in calls. And I've been calling out this 496.99 for the last hour. So I said, you know what? I think we got a good possibility going to 496.99. It didn't get there because, again, look at that 5-minute. I thought we were going to get up there on this candle. It didn't. At any rate, he held on to calls and held them just a little bit too long because he got kind of got hurt in calls. He didn't close out that trade. Probably should have closed out this trade once we breached this 40 to the downside. He didn't. He held through all of this, and it never came back to pick him up. So let that be kind of a lesson. If you are playing options, the closer you get to expiration, meaning if you're playing 0 DTEs, if you're close to expiration and the play moves against you, it is almost impossible to come back and make money on that unless you get some crazy candles that go in your favor. So you have, number one, you have very, very low delta at that point. So delta is the rate of change over that first dollar worth of move. And you have theta, which is, again, the time decay of money. So once he hit these levels down here, he literally had no chance. Kind of ran up a little bit the rest of the day, 350 candle. What happened? I think it was pretty much a nothing burger. It was a green candle. But look at how close it is to VWAP. And let me see, POC, I think I don't remember specifically where POC was, but I think we were caught between the POC right down in here and VWAP. So when you're stuck between those areas, you really can't expect an awful lot of movement. But that's kind of how we did it today, folks. It was a good day. There were some really, really tough times to trade during the day today. A lot of chop zones in here. I got caught up in this one right here. Wasn't bad. We take the wins, we take the losses. My edge presented itself because, again, it breached this 495.34 to the downside, got pretty close to my target down here, didn't close out the trade. I was looking at this. I was looking left. I was thinking, okay, we breached this level. We did it before. Let's see if we can get down to this level. It didn't happen. So at any rate, took the L on that trade. It happens. Could have taken this fishtail play to the downside and then got this target, this 84 target down there. But again, I thought, you know what? It's been a good day. I just took a small loss. Let's wait to see if anything presents itself. The last part of the day. So that's how we did it, folks. Now, if you enjoy our content, please consider giving us a like and a subscribe. And make sure you turn on those notifications too. That way, when we drop new content, which is almost every day, when we drop that new content, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Also, leave us a comment. We'd greatly appreciate that. Share with your friends. That's always a good thing. Now, if you are interested in live daily trading, so bell to bell every single day, check out our live trading Discord. It's called Trading Decoded. The link for that is down below. Simply click on that. We're going to give you the first week for free. Now, if you're interested in the 920 crossover trading strategy, head on over to 920trading.com. Again, all of that information is down below. Just click on the link for that as well. All of the information is there. There is nothing to pay for, folks. It is all there from A to Z. Also, sign up for our free newsletter. We've got the newsletter that comes out every Saturday with different topics that we cover every Saturday. So that's how we did it today, folks. We greatly appreciate your time. Thank you for spending time with us this afternoon. I hope everybody had a great day today, but more than that, I hope everybody followed your trading plan today. Now, tomorrow we have a couple of different things coming out. So at 2 o'clock, we have the minutes of the last FOMC day. So that was 3 weeks ago. The minutes or the report comes out at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So if you are in a trade at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon and it goes your way, congratulations, you did very, very well. If it goes against you, you could get hurt. That generally moves the market quite a bit. Now, tomorrow after hours, NVIDIA has their earnings call. So we don't know what's going to happen. Have no earthly idea. But NVIDIA obviously is going to move the market one way or another. So again, thanks for spending some time with us today. We greatly appreciate all of your time, and we will see you in the markets.